Yeah.
I always wonder because I'm not going to name any names, but I'll go to the Cellar and I'll see 4 comics in a row do Trump.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that would suck because I don't really do impressions. But imagine the guy before you did an impression you're about to do, and the guy before him did one.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get worse too, right?
Yeah,
She's got to not book 4 impressionists back to back. That's on her too.
I guess you're right. But Trump is so popular on
It's just
stage.
that you look at the lineup, you're like Ari Spears followed by fucking
Daryl Hammond.
Yeah.
You're on a subway and like a homeless guy walks through asking everybody for money, and then he closes the door, and then the door opens on the other side, and another guy comes
Yes.
through. Same thing.
I used to have a bit about that, about how like the last one, like the first one came in and was doing like a song and dance, and this guy just asked for money. I'm like, oh, you got to step up your game, man.
Yeah.
That guy fucking brought it.
Do a Trump impression or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and the thing is at the Cellar, like, because it is the Cellar, like a lot of them are like pretty good.
Yeah, yeah,
impressions.
they're
So
great.
It's like it's not like one is so much better than the other. They're all like, oh yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, and it's still better than the crowd work guys who go up after each other and they ask the same questions. That I'm so embarrassed when comics do that.
They'll watch them like, did he talk to this table? Look, I talked to all of them. They're like, fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna ask them if that was his daughter or his wife. Oh,
How do you feel like before you go up, if someone's like, oh, there's a girl with big boobs up there, you want to talk about her? Does that ever happen?
I don't care. Yeah, it happens to me. I'm like, I don't
They
care.
meant after the show. They didn't.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, the couple in the front, they just met. I don't give a
Yes.
fuck. I haven't asked.
I get he's from Australia. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
By the way, we're just talking about Will right now. I love that. Well, how do you feel like this is what Will does?
Well, if you have an act, Will, you can really do some jokes.
There was a time I was like, I've been at the Cellar where I'm like, it would be kind of nice if they just banned crowd work.
Oh,
I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it in the city. Like sometimes it happens like naturally in the
Sure.
city. I just follow at the Cellar, but like I don't like the guy after me having to follow it. You know, it's like because when I'm on the road, I'm headlining. I'm like, it's my show. I'm doing an hour 10 or so. So I'm like, I'll just fucking,
Of course,
have some
yeah,
fun. You
on
know,
the road, of course.
But yeah, in 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'm here to work on shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I was at the Cellar once with Jimmy, with Fallon. He just wanted to watch comedy. Like he just was like, I want to get back into, I want to watch comedy. And we were all sitting in the back and at the VU, and we watched like the first like 3 comics, and they all did crowd work. It was like the host, and he was like, what is this? And Michael was like, this is like kind of comedy now.
Yes.
That'd be so funny if that just influences monologue the next night.
Yeah,
He's like, look at this bitch in the front row.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I kind of wanted to see bits and stuff, but yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, he's old school. I mean, he's like, he came out an era. I mean, crowd work when I started at least was like almost like unique to New York. I guess there were some LA guys, but like hosts on the road would never do crowd work. They would do their 10 minutes, right? They do their 10 minutes of material trying to build an act.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, the hosts were veterans in New York and the hosts on the road were newer.
Yeah.
It was weirder back then. I remember being on the road and you'd be in the green room and you heard the host go into the crowd. You're like, what's going on? And you would put your ear to the door like, is everything all right?
Yeah.
Because it was like a strange moment to do crowd work. Now it's go-to.
Yeah, I feel like people have a weird freedom to it where I'm like, this isn't even good. Like, how are you this free? Like, because crowd work, there is a thing of like, you don't know where it's going to end, right? There's no punchline. So I'm like, how are you this open to finding something and find nothing consistently?
Yes, and then they'll keep asking, waiting for some crazy thing. Like, what do you do? Oh, you don't work at a circus? All right, accounting. Okay, what do you do? Oh, you're with your wife? God damn it, they're just waiting for some crazy answer. I'm like, this is not what it is.
Yeah, it's tough, man. And you want to build the act there. I mean, yeah, I'm at a loss.
They say it's the bubble is bursting. But
Yeah,
the fuck knows?
yeah.